Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, everyone. We are from group 13. Want a presentation with the topic presentation text. Before we begin our presentation, let me introduce our member. There is Rahayu Ade Safitri, Rien Andari, and me, Riza Habibah. Please enjoy our video and listen carefully. Paratext in translation. Definition. Jeanette discussed this concept of paratext in the book Paratext, The Threshold of Interpretation. The term paratext is a combination of the Greek word para, meaning beyond, and the word text, referring to the main body of text in the book. Paratext refers to the component of published work other than the main text. For example, the covers, title, parameter, blurb, footnotes, etc. added during the publishing stage. In the introduction to the paratext, Jeanette argues that the main contents of the books, be it novel, poem, or non-fiction, never appears on its own. It is accompanied by elements that, in a way, present the text to the world. These factors thus influence the perception and reception of the work. There is difference between text with paratext. The difference between text and paratext can be described in many ways. In literary theory, a text is anything that can be read. By this definition, a text can be anything from a billboard to an award-winning novel. Roland Barthes described the text as an interaction between works and its reader that creates meaning. According to Barthes, a work is concrete, physical object that you can see in front of you. A text, on the other hand, is more dynamic and not bound by the limits of the book. The text refers to the parts of book that comes out of an author's creative process. The paratext is at during the publishing stage and even after. There are two parts of the paratext, paratext and epitext. The next slide will be continued with Rahayu Ade Safitri. The time is yours.
Thank you, Riza. The next is paratextual element. First, cover art is the illustration or artwork that appears on the cover of a book. Second, front and back matter is dedication, acknowledgement, opening, information, forward, and end papers. Third, note, it's footnotes and other information that is not directly crafted by the author. And the last, blurbs is a short description of a book or film, usually found at the back of a book or DVD, added for promotional and marketing purposes. Next. The next is epitext. Epitext refers to the elements related to the book but outside of the boundaries of the book. This may include all conversations surrounding the book, including news coverage, press meetings, promotional events, author interviews, book reading, and so on. This may, in turn, shape the way a book is perceived, and remembered. Epitext can also influence how likely a text is to be bought and how much attention it may receive. Next is reviews. The commercial culture in the digital age is driven by how we interact with other consumers. Like other products, consumer decisions around books are also influenced by online reviews. It is now increasingly common for publishers to include snippets or ratings from reviews on the cover of reprints. Similarly, review might become part of the legacy of the book or the author. The next is promotional events. Gone are the days when promotional interviews and events were reserved for high-profile films and celebrities. Depending on their fame, authors now go on extensive multi-country book tours to reach a wider audience. It is often the case that they might engage in conversation around the book's theme, inspiration, and origins, which end up shaping the public image of the book.
Okay. Let me continue about the paratextual element. It is a literary criticism. Although books are rarely considered for academic study or literary analysis of books right after they are published, literary analysis is an important part of the conversations around a book, and it eventually established the books and subsequently the author's place in the literary canon. Literary canon is a set of literary works considered to be the best in history. Next. The last one is about paratext example in literature. The most obvious example of paratext are book covers. They provide visual cues and sometimes also include comparisons to well-known authors to recommendations from other established authors who have read the book. Here are some most popular books all of time and how they were packaged using paratextual features. The first one is the Harry Potter series. It's about 1997 to 2007. The logo of the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling is evidently stylized to reflect the fantasy elements in the books as well as their film adaptation. And then there we have Arabian Night. It's around 1842 to 1916. It is originally known as 1001 Nights. The Arabian Nights is a collection of folk tales translated into English and other language. In the 1880s, it was subsequently translated by John Payne in 1842 to 1916 and Richard Francis Burton in 1821 to 1890. And the set in the Middle East, the book covers often contain a visual aesthetic known as Orientalism. And then the last is Wuthering Heights. It's around 1847. Many reprints of the Victorian novel Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte reflect the romantic story set against the Gothic backdrop of pattern using a silhouette of a house and tree. And the Gothic refers to art, architecture, and literature characterized by darkness, mystery, and horror. I think that's it for me. Back to Wiba. Thank you.
Thank you, Rien. That's all our material, our presentation. So if you want to ask about this Paratext, you can write it down in comment. I think enough. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you.